Hey there. Today, let's talk about some signs that you may be getting into some deep crap with your current relationship. I'm going to run this down for you. The most important thing to remember is that there are, however, no guarantees. The mysteries of how some people click and others explode is almost always going to be just out of our grasp. There's a reason why we've been making movies and plays for thousands of years about it. But that said, there are a few things to look for as huge, big red flags. One, drama. When you're out on a date, does this person talk to you about how awful their exes and family are? Guess what? Your number is probably on that list. We aren't talking about eccentricities or just their last relationship. We're looking for an ongoing pattern. Okay? Next, is the relationship you're developing really taking off? Like really fast? It's really intense. There's your number again. Uh, it, Slow it down. Start exploring a few things. Not to bust your bubble, but oh my gosh, we spent all night up just talking. That's pretty fucking normal. You can be really into someone, and when everything is new and shiny, there's a lot new stuff to discover. It's okay. But there is a big relationship between exploring your new relationship together and it leaping along. Look for massive long-term plans being made or a sense of being placed or placing someone else on a pedestal. All right. That brings us to a next point. Uh, Folks who are going to be abusive don't actually start that way. Nobody ever woke up one morning and said, you know what? I think I'll slap my partner around today. Um, People who are abusive are just people, albeit with a bit less control over themselves and a bit better skill at evading responsibility. Which brings us to our last point today, argumentative tactics. In an argument, a person should be taking responsibility for themselves and own up to their part of a problem. An argument is, after all, a discussion, even if it's excitable, as a means to get to a common goal. A person who is typically abusive actually avoids this. They will instead deflect, blame, or change the subject entirely. Um, this is really hard to deal with when the abuser is like potentially smarter or even just faster than the victim. But remember, they have a lot of practice and skill at being who they are and maybe a little less at who you are. As a victim, however, you may feel upended, confused. You would definitely feel apologetic because you just want to get the other person to kind of calm down, even as you yourself may be getting frustrated. Remember that a person who commits abuse isn't actually an abuser. They are a person who's definitely making a mistake. On the other hand, if they keep making the same mistake over and over, maybe you shouldn't be party to playing to their need for control.